Hey guys, how y'all doing out there? It's time for another review from VideoEditingSoftwareGuy.com. I'm your boy, Malik, and I'm bringing you the Manfrotto 502 HD Fluid Head. It's about to get fluid head real up in here. Really real. I'm gonna break this bad boy down, tell you about all the features, tell you everything you know to get your 502 HD on, alright? Let's get into it. The 502A HD fluid head comes in a flat base for your standard tripods, and it's also available with the 75mm ball. Now Manfrotto has what's called bridging technology built into this bad boy, and you can tell that London Bridge is not falling down, but you got the nice little bridge right there on top, kind of like a technology to help keep it a strong base for your tripod, for your camera, and everything you're gonna have sitting on top of this, including all your accessories, which I'm gonna get to in a minute, baby. As you can see, this handy dandy fluid head comes with a smooth mounting plate on top. And there are two parts that keep the mounting plate in place. The first one is this knob here. You twist this to loosen up the device. Now, this goes above the top of your plate. So Manfrotto did a thing to help you out. If you got a DSLR or a camcorder that's too wide, you just pull it out, turn it, and turn it again. Pull it out, turn it again. Now that could, you know, be a little bit of a nuisance, but, you know, for a strong, steady base for your camcorder or DSLR, it's worth it, baby. Now, once you get that loosened up, you can see that the mounting plate can slide now, but it won't come off because there is another feature here. You got your release button here, which helps to protect your DSLR or your camcorder from falling off. So you press that button, this bad boy comes off. Now, on the plate, you have your 1/4 inch and your 3/8 threads or screws that go into the threads for a DSLR or a camcorder. If you don't need one, remove this little rubber piece here, and then you can just remove the screw that you do not want. Now, another good thing is Manfrotto went ahead and added this handy dandy piece right here where you can actually store the larger of the screws, and you can also use it to add any articulating arms and things onto your fluid head. Now you just go ahead, pop your mounting plate back in, and you're in business, baby. Ready to go. Manfrotto didn't want to give anybody any type of favoritism, so it decided to give as much love to the lefties as most people give to the righties. So what that means is that the arm can be removed and put on to the left or to the right. All you gotta do is, you know, loosen up your knob, take it off, put it on the other side. Very versatile, very easy to do, easy to use. Much love in the hood. Now let's talk about this motion, baby. Fluidity! Buttery smooth. I'm loving it, alright? Got your nice motion in here. Feels great. Front to back. Very easy to move. Smooth, baby. Now it also has this feature in case your setup is front heavy or back heavy, where it has an automatic counterbalance. So if I let it go, you'll see it tries to get back to center. Even if I push down to the back and let it go, tries to get back to center. Now you can go ahead and do some things to adjust the fluidity in either direction. And we're going to talk about that a little bit now. So let's talk a little bit about our tilt first. Now, Manfrotto put in a great drag device on this. If you move it to the minus side, you're going to get a more loose tilt. And if you move it towards the plus side, then you're going to get a much more stable tilt, where you actually have to put more force behind it to make the device move forward or up and down. Now, if you don't want your device to tilt at all, it's got a handy dandy locking mechanism here. You turn it and it will lock it so that the device can no longer tilt forward or back or up or down. Now you also get the same drag controls over your panning of the device. So if the pan wheel is turned towards the negative, you're going to have really easy panning on the device. And if you decide to go ahead and slow that down a bit, you can turn it towards the plus, and then it becomes much more difficult, or much more stable, however you want to look at it, to go ahead and get your pans. Not your pots and pans, your pan. Now, besides being able to adjust the tension of the pan using the wheel, you can also stop it from panning altogether just by turning this knob here. You turn it, doesn't matter what the tension you have on your pan, turn that and it'll stop it. Just like you also have the locking wheel for the tilt. Like with most tripod heads, of course, this has a bubble level on it. Now, the great thing about the fluid head with the ball is that it makes it much easier and quicker to go ahead and level your shots out, because no matter how your legs are set up, you can use a ball to adjust and use a bubble level to adjust and make sure that everything is level. It's easy to get a real level shot every time, no matter what the position of your legs are, if you got a 75 or 100 millimeter ball for your fluid head. All you got to do is move the base of the tripod head so that you can see the bubble level. Then just go ahead and turn the knob that's attached to the bolt at the bottom so that you have the flexibility to move your tripod head in any direction, however you need to move it. Then all you got to do is get that little tricky bubble in the middle of that circle. Once you get it there, it's just about tightening it up. Tighten up the knob over the bolt. Level! Every time, no matter what the position of your legs, you're going to get a nice level shot. And we talked about how Manfrotto put a lot of versatility into this device, and this little holder we talked about where you can put the extra screws from the tripod plate into can also be used for articulated arm. So we just pop this bad boy in. And then depending on what you want to do, you know, what position you want it in, whatever. I'm just going to leave it like this, just for the purposes of the video. Now guess what? You can pop on a monitor, you can pop on a light, you can pop on a microphone. It's all up to you. And guess what? There's one on both sides of this bad boy. So you can put it on either side, or you can put something on both. Alright people, it's time to get into the final breakdown. Now, for aesthetics, we gave the Manfrotto the glad face. For build quality, we gave the Manfrotto the glad face. For features and functionality, you guessed it buddy, the glad face. And for price, yeah, it's a clean sweep. Hit them up with the glad face. Alright people, you saw the review. I gave this bad boy great marks. Loving the Manfrotto 502 HD. Alright, now it retailed for about $229. Now some of y'all might be like, whoa, that's expensive, boy, you crazy? But it's a lot less expensive than a lot of fluid heads out there that claim to be more professional, claim to have better features. This bad boy is coming in at a cheap price with a lot of great professional features done to get you buttery smooth tilts and pans. So if you got the loop, jump up on it, alright? Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.